Alright, cool. So, we've got some challenge and leaderboard sections. Let's have a look. New tips have been added. So yeah, I think we'll leave that for now. And I'm not going to bother with some of the DLC options that I do have. The DLC stage, I think, we'll leave until later. Does that change? What? I have no idea what this does. Okay, never mind. Double tap dash. Now, leave that. Let's just continue on to the first stage. First stage, Vermilion Destroyer. I think that's the DLC stage. So we've done City. Let's move on to the oil platform. Start.
All set then?
Yeah, sure. So yeah, I kickstarted this for, like I said, for a fair amount of money. And I would say that from the choices given to us, the core design was the best for a playable character. Yeah, that's not smart. I wonder why they decided to make Mighty Number 1 a fiery explosion robot. Surely you've gone with something like Beck first? Maybe they hadn't refined their processes so much. Okay. There we go. God, I'm not going to get over how terrible those explosions are. A child could draw better explosions than those. And this is a Unity game, so I know it can handle better explosions than that. Ooh, God. Let's just avoid you. And go around. So yeah, I've heard a lot about this, in that it's sort of not so much a bad game, but it's more of a disappointing and unsatisfying game for what it was promised to be. Oh, what's that yellow icon doing? Oh God. Running low on health. I'm not sure. Nah. God damn. I'm not sure whether killing enemies and dashing into them restores your health yet. Doesn't seem to, but... Anyway. Ah, that's probably a health restore item. Okay, fair enough. So yeah, there's been a lot of chatter about this on the internet. Keiji Inafune, who's supposedly the artist of Mega Man, has gone back and backtracked on some comments that he made, that he said that he was the creator of Mega Man. And I can understand why people feel like they've sort of been lied to, in that they have this big name artist from the studios of Capcom, worked on Mega Man at the very beginning. Yeah, restored health there. And yet, he's managed to come up with a game that's not entirely what people expected.
Pyro! Burn! The world must burn!
Alright, no need to get emo about it.
Wait!
Warning. Multiple incoming robots detected.
What? Where?
So yeah, I was explaining before that I think Cole has the best design for a playable character, but I must admit I do prefer the design where it's kind of hard to describe, but she had blonde hair swiped to one side and it looked like she had a sort of a Bluetooth headset attached to her head, and I prefer that look for her. That makes sense as a support robot rather than a playable character. But you know, as a playable character, the design she has is fine. It's kind of very similar to Zero, actually, with her long blonde hair and red suit. Such power!
Yes, well, under the circumstances, that hardly feels like a compliment.
Yeah. Your creations are incredible. They're so dangerous to us. Yeah, sure, thanks for the praise. Not really a massive, you know, massive feather in my cap right now, is it? Oh God, I'm gonna die. Shit. Head up. There we go. There we go. Oh, come on. Back in we go. So I assume every time that you get one of those Zell health packs, it acts as a checkpoint? Yeah, I think so. Okay. I'm just going to... Oh god, you're following me. Jeez. Those... Still, not gonna get over those terrible explosions. Surely that artist could have come up with a better fire effect than this. Oh, okay, maybe going into the electric... What? Oh, game over. Yeah, let's restart, I guess. So, with the air dash mechanic, I'm actually finding it pretty sweet, actually. It adds a lot of maneuverability that you wouldn't normally have in a Mega Man game that obviously doesn't have this kind of thing. Okay, there we go. And it adds, you know, gives you a lot more options in how to traverse a level. Oh god. Fucking hell. Could have warned me a little bit earlier than that, Sander. Oh! Jesus Christ. Okay, so I'm gonna let you go. Jeez, okay. So it's basically just wait for it to destroy everything in the way. Okay, that's fine. I can do that. So yeah, the dash, it's great. I think, at least. Obviously, it doesn't compare to... Okay, so I've got a couple of power-ups now, and I can tell that one of them, at least, is the speed-upping movement. I'm not sure exactly what they're doing to me at the moment. Do they increase my attack power? Is it quicker dashes, or what? Alright. Just gonna make sure I avoid you. Don't want to get crushed by them for the 5th time now. Ah. So, if you get touched by it at all, it is instant death. Okay, Mighty Number 9, I see how it is. Alright, sit back. There you go.
Heat has compromised the integrity of nearby structures. Please proceed with caution.
Will do, as long as, you know, the debris doesn't cause an instant death, as it has done multiple times now. There we go. So this is a bit strange in that I want to try and progress through the level as quickly as I can, but I'm sort of having to wait for these structures to fall. And I know this isn't sort of like a Sonic game or anything, but it would be nice to be able to progress through it without having to just sit and wait every now and then. So I'm just going to dash through all these if I can. No! Okay, so if you get hit in midair, your dash will instantly end. And I'm not sure if you can dash again after getting hit out of it. Thank God it didn't start me behind all those pillars again. What the fuck?
Game over.
Yay! Okay, so as I was explaining about the dash, I like it. It adds a lot more maneuverability, as I've said, but it means that I can move through the levels much more quickly. And I know this isn't sort of like a Sonic game where the idea is you gotta go fast and everything. And to be honest, I could probably do with going a bit slower and having a bit more patience with some of these levels. But, you know, I like the idea of that if you're good at this game, you can dash through as quickly as you want. Like, for example, I'm just speeding through these sections because there's no need to actually take this slow. And it adds a bit more epicness to the game, even though I did just die. Okay, I'm gonna wait here. Wait for this. Go on, break. Thank you. Ooh, okay, that was good that I landed on the right-hand side, not the left. Come on, there we go. It's nice being able to work through these levels, actually. There we go, alright, done it. Oh, I've got a speed up now, cool. And another scripted cutscene. Ah, boss battle.
Finally.
You. Why you not burn?
Why you talk like caveman?
You not burn.
Some stellar voice acting here.
Pyro crash and you.
Pyrogen. Zell 47 mil. Wait, that's lower than the digger. That doesn't make sense to me, but okay. So we got our first proper boss fight, and he's got a cool design. Well, actually, no, he doesn't. He's basically just fire. But I do like the art that they have for him, and that seems to be a constant. That seems to be a recurring theme with Mighty Number 9. In that The art for the game is what looks fantastic, but the game itself doesn't look all that great. Oh, thank you. Fine play. Oh, we got a trophy. Cool. What the hell? Okay. Alright. Oh dear. Let's try that again. Thank God you can skip those cutscenes as well. So yeah, about the voice acting. There was a lot of hullabaloo around the voice actors having... the voice acting being in English and Japanese. And I did find it a bit sort of cheap that they asked for Kickstarters to have voice acting in the game as a stretch goal. And it seems that sort of matches a lot of the scumminess in this game, in that a lot of things weren't disclosed right at the start of the Kickstarter when it should have been. And it kind of feeds into the impression that Inafune is not a creator, he's a businessman, as Kamiya so very nicely put in his tweet.
It's no use, Meg. He's too far gone.
He's too far gone. You'll have to murder your brother.
Play with fire.
Okay, so that's an instant death. Well, at least we know he has that move now. So, arms up in the air means a dash and the fall flat onto the ground. Okay. So, pumping himself together means a stop in the middle of the stage when you reach Beck. So arms up in the air is another... there we go. Alright, I've got your patterns down. Let's see what you've got. So up in the air again. Yeah, alright. I figured you out. Ah, I got a bit too close to the edge then. Don't push me, cuz I'm close to the edge.
It's no use, Beck. He's
Okay, so that's...
You'll have to stop.
so, just don't get touched by him now. Alright. This is getting a little bit cheap now. Yeah, thanks for that. Alright, so you should be in your second phase now. So, something that I've noticed
He's too far gone.
replaying this stage over is something that I didn't actually anticipate with the air dash, but you can actually avoid 80% of the enemies in the stage just by dashing over them. And that does not seem very smart to me. I would have expected that, with the exception of the stages where you're completely stationary and you have to fight off waves of enemies, you should sort of have to kill at least a few of the enemies in the stage to be able to progress. And it seems a little bit silly that they've made it so that you can actually avoid the majority of enemies doing that. There we go. You weren't so tough. I only died like 8 times. Had to use 2 continues or something, whatever.
Beck, is that you?
It is me, brother! Alright, we did it. And yeah, even though I had to replay the stage over, it doesn't seem like I, missed out on anything, really. I got a B grade rather than an A, but that doesn't seem to have affected me in any negative way whatsoever. Ah, so now we have Pyro's ability. Resurrection, Pyrogen. Oh, that's pretty good.
Jiminy! Attaboy, Beck! Come on, Will. Show a bit of enthusiasm.
He just killed one of your robots, see?
Perhaps you should show a bit of restraint, Dr. Sanda. This is only the beginning. Cole, please transfer Beck's assimilated
God,
cell
his
data
hair
over to
looks
my
terrible.
camera.
It's like
I want to begin my
a sea
analysis
mine.
and see if I can isolate
How does
the
he even
root
style
of
it that way?
malfunction.
Right away, Professor White.
Right away.
Incidentally, Sanda, I caught a bit of news on the way here. The president of Cherry Dynamics was insisting the source of the incident is Dr. Blackwell.
Yeah, we already knew that through the TV cast.
Poppycock.
Sure.
Blackwell is a genius, but he couldn't possibly be behind this.
You must admit, there are similarities to his last plot to shut down every robot in America.
Wait, is this the plot to Astro Boy?
You mean how they both originated at the Battle Coliseum? But He was caught and arrested. Even Blackwell isn't clever enough to pull this off from inside a maximum security prison.
Wait, he's in prison?
Indeed. I wonder why Mr. Graham seems so certain.
It's Graham, not
And
Graham.
after that, there's data to sift through. Sonda, can you continue assisting Beck?
Absolutely. Let me know as soon as you discover anything.
Okay, so Sander is a bit of a caricature, but I do like him, funnily enough.